Samar Island is the third largest island in the Philippines and has one of the most extensive forest over limestone ecosystems in the country. This ecosystem is home to a wide array of uniquely adapted flora and fauna. Samar Island is known to be one of the centers of botanical diversity in the Philippines and has been nominated as a UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site for its exceptional natural beauty and precious biodiversity. For these reasons, CONserve-KAIGANGAN, a biodiversity research program, was established. Kaigangan is a Samar local word that means forest over limestone. Our research program's mission is to assess and conserve the biodiversity in Samar Island's forest over limestone towards its sustainable management. One of our program's projects is the assessment of biodiversity and community structure in forest over limestone ecosystems. This component of our research aims to determine plant diversity and vegetation structure in various habitat types in forests over limestone, to determine animal diversity associated with forest over limestone, to identify functional classification of vegetation with its associated animal diversity, and to analyze the environmental factors influencing the prevailing structure of the biota. We conducted a comprehensive biodiversity assessment of forests over limestone in the municipalities of Paranas, Taft, and Guiuan with remarkable findings. A combined total of 71 plant species were recorded from these municipalities, with at least 3 tree species classified as vulnerable based on the DENR updated national list of threatened Philippine plants. A total of 52 terrestrial vertebrate animal species were also recorded, including 5 amphibian species, 15 reptile species, 20 bird species, and 12 mammal species with conservation statuses ranging from threatened to endangered and critically endangered, based on the DENR updated national list of threatened Philippine fauna. This knowledge will empower our stakeholders in these areas to make appropriate research-based conservation efforts for the protection of these ecosystems that harbor an assemblage of rare, endemic, and economically important flora and fauna. Through this program, people will be equipped with knowledge on forests over limestone biodiversity, including the ecosystem services that it can offer to the community. We at CONserve-KAIGANGAN continue to further raise awareness and capacitate national and local government agencies, especially local communities, living in and around Samar's Kaigangan.
Hello everyone, welcome to Kaigangan Biodiversity Webinar Series. In March 2022, Ms. Edelyn presented about the biodiversity of forests over limestone in Samar Island Natural Park, or also known as the SINP. Her study aimed to provide information on the outcomes of the plant and animal biodiversity in SINP. Second, to describe the tree community structure in SINP. Third, to highlight the significance of the nomination of SINP as a UNESCO Natural Heritage Site. This was conducted specifically in Paranas and TAF Eastern Samar, a province in the Philippines located in the Eastern Visayas region. Some of the highlight of the results of her study are the identification of some ecologically important amphibians, for example, the Philippine endemic Platymantis guintheri. In terms of reptiles, a very interesting one example is the 𝘉𝘚𝘚𝘦𝘚𝘚𝘚𝘚𝑦𝘚, which exhibits a widespread distribution and has been documented throughout the Mindanao Paeg, or the Pleistocene Aggregate Island Complex. Ms. Edelyn discusses also about her interesting findings on birds, for example, the 𝘉𝘖𝘓𝑚𝑒𝑔𝑎𝑙𝑖𝑎𝑡, whereas plants from B1 are highly associated with soil pH and other macro and micronutrients.
Ayan, good morning everyone. Welcome to our 6th Kaigangan webinar episode. I'm Lani and I will be your host again. So before we start, tanong ko lang po sino dito yung mga naka-attend during our last webinar with Forester Origenes. I hope sa mga naka-attend, you learned a lot from that as much as we did. So, yung mga participants po dito, kamusta po kayo? Nakapag-almusal na po ba? Ayan. Kamusta po ang weather dyan sa inyo? Dito po kasi sa Laguna ay medyo nagbubuga ng smog ang Taal, kaya classes are suspended actually. Pero may work. Ayan. So, good morning everyone. Sino-sino po ba ang naandito? Paki-chat naman po ng inyong names sa ating chat box para makilala po namin kayo. And you can also greet our participants. Yan, parang mahihiyain ang ating mga participants ngayon. Magtingin na lang po ako ng mga familiar faces. Ayan, good morning po, Ma'am Eds, our guest speaker. Ayan, good morning din po sa aming, dito. Ayan, nandyan si Jam. Jam, good morning, Jam. Ayan, good morning po, Sir Francis. Nakita ko rin. Ayan, good morning po sa inyo. Good morning po sa aming project leader, Dr. Hilario. Good morning po, ma'am. Sino pa ba ang aking kakilala? Si Ma'am Dayan. Ayan, good morning po. Parang kita ko na lang. Good morning po, Sir Julius Patrick. Ayan, Ma'am Sheena Marie. Ayan, maaga si Ma'am Sheena kanina. Ayan. Good morning po, Ma'am Karen, Tanya, Ma'am Magdalena. Ayan. Good morning to everyone po. Ayan. Mag-umpisa na po tayo. So again, welcome po sa ating CONserve-KAIGANGAN webinar series. So this webinar happens once or twice a month. So stay tuned po sa aming FB page. Ayan. So alam ko po, excited na ang lahat. But before we begin, we want to remind everyone that this webinar is recorded. So with this, please take note of the following rules for our decorum. So kindly keep your microphones muted, especially when our speaker is presenting. If you have questions or clarifications, please just type them in our chat box and we will read it in our Q&A portion. So the link to the evaluation form will be provided and e-certificates will be sent after completing the evaluation form. So ang evaluation po natin ay up until 6 p.m. today. So ayan. Please make sure that your email address is valid and correct because this will be the basis for sending the e-certificates. Ayan. So now that we have set some ground rules, we can continue with our event. Before I call our guest speaker, let me first introduce her. So, Our guest speaker is a dedicated academic and researcher based in Catbalogan City, Samar, Philippines. So she finished her Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education from the University of Perpetual Help Dalta in Las Piñas City. She has been actively involved in teaching, research, and community service throughout her career. So currently, she serves as an Associate Professor 5 at Summer State University, where she also holds several leadership roles, including Director of the Environmental Sustainability Research and Development Center, Chairperson of the Natural Sciences Department, and Manager of the Biochemical and Analytical Laboratory. So her expertise extends to the environmental impact assessment, where she is a registered reviewer for terrestrial, freshwater, and marine ecology in Region 8. She is also a certified pollution control officer. She has led and participated in various research projects funded by external agencies such as DOST Picard and SHED. Her work has been instrumental in understanding and addressing environmental challenges in Samar, particularly in water quality, biodiversity conservation, and sustainable aquaculture. Notably, she has co-authored research on gender roles in conservation, priority plant conservation in Samar Island Natural Park, and the social dimensions of red tide phenomena in the region. She is deeply committed to community service, leading and participating in various extension activities to empower local government units and communities in sustainable waste management, climate resilience, and disaster risk reduction. Her work has been recognized through multiple awards, including the Outstanding Stakeholder Award from the City of Catbalogan and finalist honors in research and production at the SSU Lamraghan Sulo Awards. Her contributions continue to make a significant impact on environmental sustainability and education in Samar. So reflecting her dedication to both her profession and her community. Ayan, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's all welcome Dr. Edelyn Echapare to talk about empowering bosses, sustainable resource utilization, and capacity building in Kaigangan. Updates on extension activities, vinegar production, nursery improvement, and gene bank establishment.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. It's wonderful to have all of you join us from different places, united by a shared commitment to community development and sustainability. I am happy to be here with you virtually to discuss a topic that holds great significance for the future of our communities and our environment. Our focus today is on empowering bosses, sustainable resource utilization, and capacity building in Kaigangan. So, BOSIS stands for Bastaranan nga Organisasyon ng San Isidro. Is a counterpart people's organization of the project CONserve-KAIGANGAN in Paranas, Samar. We'll be diving into the incredible work being done by the BOSIS community, exploring how sustainable resource use and innovative capacity building initiatives have empowered them to thrive while protecting their natural environment. Throughout this session, we'll share insights, experiences, and lessons learned that can inspire similar efforts in other communities. I'm excited to engage with all of you during this webinar and look forward to a meaningful exchange of ideas. Thank you for being here, and let's get started. To give you the background, FOL, or Forest over Limestone, ecosystems, plays a crucial role in maintaining overall ecosystem sustainability. These unique forest formations, however, are particularly vulnerable to disturbances, making their conservation a priority, as noted in recent research by Helvano et al. In 2023. So in response to this, the CONserve-KAIGANGAN project has been launched to focus on the conservation and protection of this fragile ecosystem on Samar Island, headed by Dr. June Buot and the rest of the team. So this initiative is a collaborative effort between Samar State University, Mr. Samar State University, and local organization including BOSIS. So prior to coming up with these interventions, we conducted a needs assessment survey. So I'd like to take this opportunity to share the results of the survey with you. The demographic profile of the surveyed population consists of 25 respondents with a gender distribution of 60% males and 40% females. The age range of the respondents is diverse, with 20% aged 20 to 29 years old, 24% of the respondents aged 30 to 39 years, and 28% aged 40 to 49 years, and 20% of the respondents aged 50 to 59 years, and 8% aged 60 years and above. Regarding their occupations, the majority of the respondents are farmers, followed by housewives, vendors, and tour guides. Additionally, 16% of the respondents have other occupations not listed among the primary categories. So in terms of residency in the barangay, 24% of the respondents have lived there for less than 10 years, and 28% have resided for 10 to 20 years, and the largest group, consisting 32%, has been there for 21 to 30 years. Meanwhile, 8% of the respondents have lived in the barangay for 31 to 40 years, and another 8% have resided there for over 41 years. Now, this information provides a comprehensive overview of the demographic makeup, helping to understand the community's composition in terms of age, gender, occupation, and length of residence. The survey results on the remaining needs for members of people's organization highlight various areas of interest. So the most in-demand training is in food processing, with 14 respondents comprising the 56% of the total number of the respondents expressing a need for this skill. So this is followed closely by agricultural and farming techniques and sustainable agriculture practices, both with 12 respondents showing interest, reflecting the community's focus on agricultural improvements and sustainability. Regarding health and wellness training is another significant area, with 11 respondents expressing interest, indicating a concern for personal and community well-being. Dressmaking garnered interest from 10 respondents, pointing to a demand for skill in garment production, while could potentially provide income opportunities. Basic computer skills are also seen as important, with 9 respondents wanting to improve their digital literacy, So this interest highlights the growing recognition of technology's importance in various aspects of life, including business and education. And lastly, the entrepreneurship and small business management training is sought by 8 respondents, emphasizing a desire to develop business acumen, which could be very important for economic growth and self-sufficiency within the community. So this finding reflects the community diverse needs, ranging from agricultural and technical skills to health and entrepreneurial knowledge. Addressing these training needs could empower the members of the organization to improve their livelihoods and contribute more effectively to their community's development. In this slide, the survey training needs for SINP personnel identify several areas of professional development. Tour guiding emerges as the most requested training, with 18 respondents indicating a need for skills in this area. This reflects the importance of ecotourism and role that tour guides plays in enhancing visitors' experiences and promoting conservation education. Conservation strategies is another critical area, with 17 respondents expressing interest. This emphasizes the necessity of equipping personnel with knowledge and tools to effectively protect and preserve biodiversity within SINP or within the park. So biodiversity monitoring is closely linked to this, with 16 respondents showing a need for training. So this indicates or underscores the park's focus on maintaining ecological balance and the importance of systematic observation and data collection. Community engagement and education are also featured prominently, with 14 respondents highlighting the need for these skills. So this suggests that SINP personnel recognize the value of working closely with the local communities to foster awareness and participation in conservation efforts. So meanwhile, remote sensing and GIS technologies attract interest from 13 respondents, reflecting the growing importance of using advanced technology for mapping, monitoring, and managing natural resources. Finally, there were 11 respondents, or 44% of the respondents expressed a need for training in the use of field equipment, indicating that hands-on skills remain crucial for the personal day-to-day operations in the park. So overall, this training needs highlight a balanced mix of technical, educational, and community-oriented skills necessary for the effective management and preservation of natural resources in SINP. Barriers in attaining trainings were also surveyed during the assessment. So in examining the challenges faced by individuals in attending training sessions, several key barriers have emerged. So these obstacles include time constraints, limited financial resources, and transportation difficulties. So, one prominent barrier, of course, is time. Lagi naman. So, many respondents express that their busy schedules, whether due to work or personal commitments, make it challenging to find time for additional training. The demands of daily life often leave little room for extracurricular activities such as attending sessions that are perceived as supplementary. Financial constraints also pose a significant hurdle. Training sessions, particularly those that uh, require a fee or cover materials, can be a strain on individuals with limited budgets. For many, the cost of training represents a considerable expense that may not be justifiable given another financial priorities. So another thing is transportation. So transportation issue further complicate attendance of or attending seminars or training. So for those living in areas with inadequate public transportation options or significant distances from training locations, getting to the session can be a logical challenge. This barrier is specifically pronounced in rural or underserved areas where access to reliable transportation is limited. So for the respondents suggested, for the general suggestions or on training sessions, respondents have offered a range of suggestions that reflect their needs and preferences. So these suggestions highlight a desire for training that is both practical and directly relevant to their community's unique circumstances. So a recurring theme in the feedback was the call for training that emphasizes practical skills. Respondents express a strong interest in sessions that provide hands-on experience and actionable knowledge that can be immediately applied in their daily lives or work environments. For instance, training on basic carpentry, small scale farming techniques, or financial literacy was seen as highly beneficial. So, such skills are not only useful but also empower individuals to make tangible improvement in, of course, in their personal and professional lives. Additionally, respondents also stress the importance of focusing on topics that are locally relevant. So, training programs that address issues specific to their communities, such as sustainable agricultural practices suited to local soil and climate conditions, or disaster preparedness tailored to community risks. So, yun nababagay talaga sa community nila. Were viewed as particularly uh, valuable. So, by aligning the training content with the local needs and challenges, these sessions can have a greater impact to be more engaging for the participants, of course. So, respondents also suggested incorporating local experts and practitioners into the training sessions by featuring speakers who have first-hand knowledge of the community's context. So the training can be more relatable and grounded in real-world experiences. So this approach not only enhances the credibility of the training, but also foster a sense of connection and trust among participants. In addition to content and the delivery method, some feedback pointed that to the need for better outreach and communication about available training opportunities, ensuring that information about upcoming sessions is widely disseminated and accessible can help increase participation rates and ensure that there could be more community members would benefit from the programs offered. So to address the survey result, SSU, ESSU, and CONserve-KAIGANGAN team responded. For instance, SSU has funded a community-based forest management program, and this program aimed at empowering local communities. This program increases community involvement in forest management, raises awareness about the importance of protecting the watershed, and assess the status of ongoing forest protection initiatives. Additionally, the program supports the establishment of community forest nurseries and transplantation of the forested areas, ensuring the regeneration and sustainability of this vital ecosystem. Some other interventions provided to BOSIS by the CONserve-KAIGANGAN project, including the use of the field guide or other SEPA materials developed by the team. Lead significantly these SEPA materials enhance the or has been used by the organization and enhance their capacity to manage its nursery and the gene bank that has been established uh, in the community in BOSIS. By combining technical support with education and community engagement, the project not only improved the physical infrastructure of the nursery but also strengthened the social and cultural ties that bind the community to its natural environment. In doing so, it laid the foundation for a more resilient and sustainable future for both the local ecosystem and the people who depend on it. So in this slide, shown in this slide, is the BOSIS nursery that has been transformed into a thriving center of biodiversity conservation, community engagement, and sustainable development. So through the support of CONserve-KAIGANGAN project and the dedication of the local community, the nursery has not only improved its capacity to protect native plant species, but also become a model for community-led conservation. So the journey of the BOSIS Nursery is a testament to the power of collaboration, education, and local stewardship in preserving the environment for future generations. Okay, so in this slide, uh, it's the training on the vinegar production. So from the vinegar derived from coconut water. So coconut farming is significant livelihood source for the community that BOSIS serves, with copra processing being a common activity. However, the traditional method of copra production often leads to a large amount of coconut water being discarded as a waste. Recognizing this as an untapped resource, CONserve-KAIGANGAN team stepped in with an innovative solution. So turning this byproduct into vinegar, a value-added product that can be both consumed uh, locally and uh, can be sold in the markets in the future. So the training on vinegar production aligns with broader goals of sustainability, economic empowerment, and resource efficiency. So by equipping BOSIS members with the knowledge and the skill to turn coconut water into vinegar, the extension service aims to reduce the waste, improve income, and foster entrepreneurial activities within the community. So the extension services of Samar State University, uh, together with Eastern Samar State University and Kaigangan team, have had a profound impact on bosses through the vinegar production training. So this initiative transformed a waste product into a source of economic empowerment, sustainability, and community pride. So by equipping BOSIS members with practical skills and ongoing support, so SSU has helped foster a culture of innovation and resilience within the community. The vinegar production training is a shining example of how academic institutions such as SSU, ISU, and UPLB can work hand in hand with local communities to create meaningful, lasting change. Okay, so the way forward for bosses lies in building on the successful interventions and trainings they have already received, with a focus on expanding their capacity to market their products and leverage new technologies. So Samar State University, together with ISO and CONserve-KAIGANGAN team, can play key role in this next phase of development by providing advanced training in packaging, for instance, labeling and marketing, as well as facilitating the transfer of SSU registered intellectual property. So these initiatives will enable bosses to diversify its income streams, enhance the value of its products, and create sustainable economic opportunities for the community. Another important aspect of BOSIS future is the opportunity to diversify their product lines through the technology transfer. So, SSU has that registered intellectual properties na nandun lang, naka file lang. So we will make use of it. Um, like for example, the cocoa milk soap, the fern soap, and the cocoa wine and the cocoa coir processing techniques that could be transformative for bosses. So by acquiring the knowledge and the technology behind these products, I believe bosses can add new high value items to their repertoire, opening up additional revenue streams. The way forward also includes scaling up production to meet increasing demand. So as bosses diversifies into new product lines and improves its marketing capabilities, there will be opportunities for to commercialize their products on a large scale. So SSU can assist bosses in developing business plans that include strategies for expanding their operations, such as securing additional funding, forming partnership with local businesses, and exploring e-commerce platforms. So the way forward for bosses is filled with exciting possibilities with the continued support of course, CONserve-KAIGANGAN, ISO, and SSU. The community has the opportunity to expand its product offerings, enhance its marketing strategies, and scale up its operations. So the transfer of SS's registered intellectual properties combined with targeted marketing training will empower bosses to create high quality marketable products that contribute to the community's economic growth and sustainability. So through these efforts, bosses can not only improve their own livelihoods but also serve as a model for other communities looking to harness their resources and skills for long-term development. Ayun, thank you. Thank you all for your attention and as we've seen, the journey of empowering bosses through sustainable resource utilization and capacity building is not just about addressing immediate needs, but also about fostering long-term growth and resilience. I hope these insights shared today inspire further collaboration and action within our communities. So if you have any questions or would like to discuss further, please feel free to reach out and have a great day. Good morning,
Ayan, thank
everyone.
you very much. Thank you very much po, Dr. Eds. Ayan, napakaraming technologies na importanteng ma-share sana, hindi lang sana sa Samar, but nationwide actually. So, ayan, I'm sure our participants enjoyed a lot from your talk po, Doc Eds. And at this time, I would like to invite our participants in our open forum. So if you have questions, you can write it in our chat box and we will read it for you. Ayan. So while you are doing so, allow me to read some of the questions we got from our pre-registration. Ma'am Eds? Andyan ba si
Hello
Ma'am
po.
Eds? Ayan.
Hello po, hello.
Ayan, ayan. Good morning po ulit, Ma'am Eds.
Good
Ayan. So,
morning.
meron po akong questions dito. So,
Yes.
first question po. How do the extension practices featured jive with traditional or common practices in the locality?
Yes po.
Ay, sorry po. Mahina po ba ako? Ayan. Sabi po dito, ma'am, how do the extension practices featured jive with the traditional or the common practices in the locality?
Yes po. Kasi, di ba what's this? The raw materials are just readily available in the within the community or just around them. So just like for example the cocoa vinegar wherein those byproducts are just waste products right after copra making. So minaximize namin yon. Let's make it pagkitaan din natin. So far, people there in the community, most lead by the bosses are really appreciated. Kasi sabi nila, ay, sayang nga pala to dati. So this time, pwede na nilang mapagkitaan po.
Okay, ma'am. Ayan, sana ay nasagot ang inyong katanungan. So, yung mga materials po ay readily available na. So, ang community ay free ba ito, ma'am? Pagka kukunin, ganyan?
Ay, opo, kasi tinatapon lang nila. Pag nagkokopra sila, tinatapon nila yung coco water.
Okay
So
po.
ngayon, hindi na. Iniipon na at gagawing vinegar.
Vinegar, ayan.
Yes.
Tapos yung mga coco, ano ba to? Yung para mga kusot? Ay, kusot ba po ang tawag doon? Choir?
Ayun, coco choir. Ay, opo. So, that could be our future plans or activities to be done together with BOSIS. So we will be having there a parang livelihood training specifically on processing the cocoa coir and making this another byproduct of copra processing and make it more useful na pwede rin mapagkakitaan. So yung basura nila magiging source of income na nila. Yes.
Okay po, ma'am. So another question po, ma'am. Thank you for that po.
Yes.
How can we handle the community having different points of view regarding conservation and the utilization of natural resources? And to that, how to attain sustainability in forest-dependent communities?
Okay po. Kasi, di ba the first thing that we did is we conducted the needs assessment. So from there, doon po tayo mag-uumpisa what they really need, what training they need, and then kung paano, what's the other question po?
How to attain sustainability in
Okay.
forest-dependent communities?
Ayun nga po. So, we believe it is sustainable since available naman po yung mga raw materials. So, ima-maximize lang po since lahat nandun lang. Hindi lang nila alam kung paano gagawin yon at ano yung gagawin nila. So, we are here, SSU, ISO, and CONserve-KAIGANGAN is here to help them.
Okay po, ma'am. So, wala naman pong ano, kasi yung pagkakatanong dito, ma'am, I having a community having different points of view. So, nagkakaisa naman po ang community for that.
So far, nakikita namin nagkakaisa. Kasi nga po yung, di ba when we did the assessment, the needs assessment survey, the attendees are coming from different people's organization, not just BOSIS. So yung BOSIS lang po yung na-mention natin dito since they are the counterpart of CONserve-KAIGANGAN. But actually, it was represented by the different representatives from the different people's organization in Paranas, Samar.
Okay po, ma'am. Salamat po. And another question po. This is about the improved nursery. So, what 3 species are being prioritized? And how do they contribute to the overall reforestation goals?
I spoke, si Ma'am Marnie was there when we conducted the parang site visit, no? So, ano ba yung, si Ma'am Diane is here. I do not know particularly with the plant species that they are, what's this? Parang, until now, inaano pa nila, they standardize the technology kung paano makaka-survive po yun. Kasi, but definitely, by end of this year, parang natatapos na nila yon to have their, what's this, parang magpo-produce na sila for massive production of the seedling dun sa kino-conserve na sinisave na endangered species dun po sa Kaigangan.
Okay po. So, most probably, ina-strategize pa nila kung ano yung pinaka-priority species para dun po sa nursery.
Oh, actually, na-identify na po yung priority
po.
species, but yung technology na lang po, yung ini-standardize nila ngayon, yung taga-community mismo, sila yung gumagawa mismo. Kasi parang gina-guide lang natin sila. We sometimes visit there kung ano na yung ginagawa nila and other supports that the university or the Kaigangan can do is parang yung mga materials kasi wala silang pambili, but they're really willing to do it until finally ma-achieve nila na ma-perfect nila talaga yung technology.
Okay po, ma'am. Thank you po. Meron po tayo ditong question from Ma'am Menisa Antonio. Hello, ma'am. Congrats, Dr. Eds and the whole Kaigangan team. Your outputs are so encouraging. From among the trained participants, do we have now technology takers or potential SMEs? Technology business incubation under Picard TTPD would be another potential phase 4, ma'am.
Ay, opo. Kasi, di ba kasama na po yun sa mga future plans namin. So right after parang technology transfer, we will tap the UTBI Lambat. We have it here in Samar State University. Sila na po yung bahala to train them regarding marketing and etc. about business.
Ayan, ayan. Thank you po. Thank you po, Ma'am Ed. So I think that's all our questions kasi medyo short na tayo sa time. Pero kung meron po kayong additional questions na maisip, we will give you the email address of Dr. Eds so that you can ask her personally. Ayan, thank you so much po again, Ma'am Ed. So let's move on to the giving of the certificate for our guest speaker. Ayan, let me just read the citation. The University of the Philippines Los Baños awards this certificate of appreciation to Dr. Edelyn O. Echapare for serving as the resource speaker during the webinar presentation entitled Empowering BOSIS, Sustainable Resource Utilization and Capacity Building in Kaigangan. Updates on extension activities, vinegar production, nursery improvement, and gene bank establishment of the Kaigangan Biodiversity webinar series held on 19 August 2024 via Zoom. So signed, our project leader, Maria Celeste and Banatikla Hilario. Ayan, again, thank you very much po, Ma'am Ed. So everyone, let's give Ma'am Eds a big round of applause. A heart reacts. Yan. Thank you so much po. Again, thank you so much po, Ma'am Eds. Ayan. So, for our next Kaigangan webinar, it would be on the 30th of September, same time, via Zoom. This will be conducted by Professor Jess H. Humawan of the Caraga State University, and it is entitled Research Directions and Trends in Kaigangan Forest in the Philippines, a bibliometric analysis. Ayan, samahan niyo po kami ulit on September 30. Ayan, so for our participants na makakapag-open ng camera, please open your cams for our photo op. Ayan. And thank you so much. Again.
Okay, pa-open na po ng ating videos, ng ating cameras. Kung hindi po tayo makapag-open, you can heart reacts or just click yung reaction button po para po malaman po namin that you're present and available. Ayan, wait lang po. May isi-send lang po muna akong link. So habang inaantay po natin yung iba, we'll just send po yung link, yung registration po ng ating next webinar. So we hope na maka-join po kayo ulit para po marami pa po tayong malaman in terms of our forest over limestone na ating karst forest, kaigangan po sa ating Samar Island Natural Park. Okay, so I think ready na po ang lahat. Let me just screenshot po. So smile lang po kayo para po lahat po ay sure na maganda po sa ating photo documentation. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Smile. Wait po lang po muna. And then one more slide. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay, thank you very much po.
Yan. Thank you again po. Thank you, Miss Anne. Again, to our participants and to our speaker, thank you so much po ulit. So before you leave, please do not forget to scan the QR code or visit the link shown on your screen for our evaluation. Ayan, antayin lang po natin. And then it was also in our chat box. So mag-evaluate na po since the link will be up until 6 p.m. only. Ayan. Ayan, again, thank you very much po and have a great day. See you on our next webinar.
Samar Island is the third largest island in the Philippines and has one of the most extensive forest over limestone ecosystems in the country. This ecosystem is home to a wide array of uniquely adapted flora and fauna. Samar Island is known to be one of the centers of botanical diversity in the Philippines and has been nominated as a UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site for its exceptional natural beauty and precious biodiversity. For these reasons, CONserve-KAIGANGAN, a biodiversity research program, was established. Kaigangan is a Samar local word that means forest over limestone. Our research program's mission is to assess and conserve the biodiversity in Samar Island's forest over limestone towards its sustainable management. One of our program's projects is the assessment of biodiversity and community structure in forest over limestone ecosystems. This component of our research aims to determine plant diversity and vegetation structure in various habitat types in forests over limestone, to determine animal diversity associated with forest over limestone, to identify functional classification of vegetation with its associated animal diversity, and to analyze the environmental factors influencing the prevailing structure of the biota. We conducted a comprehensive biodiversity assessment of forests over limestone in the municipalities of Paranas, Taf, and 𝘉𝘏 with remarkable findings. A combined total of 71 plant species were recorded from these municipalities, with at least 3 tree species classified as vulnerable based on the DENR updated national list of threatened Philippine plants. A total of 52 terrestrial vertebrate animal species were also recorded, including 5 amphibian species, 15 reptile species, 20 bird species, and 12 mammal species, with conservation statuses ranging from threatened to endangered and critically endangered, based on the DENR updated national list of threatened Philippine fauna. This knowledge will empower our stakeholders in these areas to make appropriate research-based conservation efforts for the protection of these ecosystems that harbor an assemblage of rare, endemic, and economically important flora and fauna. Through this program, people will be equipped with knowledge on forests over limestone biodiversity, including the ecosystem services that it can offer to the community. We at CONserve-KAIGANGAN continue to further raise awareness and capacitate national and local government agencies, especially local communities living in and around Samar's Kaigangan.